还是要提醒你注意一个方面的安全，小心驾驶。目前在公路上的交通基本上还算顺畅良好，不过呢，请你注意的是，这几天呢，在出境要往马来西亚的这个方向呢，早晨的时间会看到车子开始多起来啊。目前为止还 OK， 出境的交通呢还算顺畅，在雾兰这边开始看到有车子在排队了。不过另外一边要入境新加坡呢，也是有车子在排队的。在大市这一边，第二通道要出境也开始看到短短的车龙了。有任何的即时路况，你可以发信息到88550963，让我们能够提供信息给其他的公路使用者。谢谢你。
963好 FM 皇家加勒比国际邮轮海洋光谱号，好歌海海接着唱，有奖游戏，我们播歌，你来接唱。
百转千折，它将我围绕。
有人问我你究竟是哪里好，这么多年我还忘不了。
每一位参赛者将获得价值80元限量礼包，挑战成功就有机会参加大抽奖，
赢取价值3000元的皇家加勒比国际邮轮海洋光谱号双人游。
6月6号开始，星期1到5，留意早安好人帮和下班 ING 的呼吁。
963好 FM 皇家加勒比国际邮轮海洋光谱号，好歌海海接着唱，邀你来挑战。我国足球名将范迪亚马尔推出了传记《范迪荣耀与牺牲》，那这是范迪的第2本传记。那上一本呢是在30年以前，1993年出版的。当时呢，范迪就是在这个足球员生涯的这个巅峰啊。也还没有结婚，但是30年后很多事情改变了。
是的，那如今的范迪呢60岁了，近30年光阴呢，让他增添了教练、丈夫、父亲等多重的身份。那今天呢，就请来这本传记的作者德卡、杜尔加以及主人翁范迪本人上节目，欢迎两位。
很紧张嘞。
Hello.
Good morning, Fandi.
Good morning.
We're so happy to have you with us.
Good morning, Jackie and Jack Ming. Thank you for
大
having
家
us
好，
today.
大家好。
Thank you for joining us. You make us very excited, you know, because in the past we only catch you in the screen, and then you're always running about.
Cannot
But
catch
now
you.
still in the screen.
Yes, that's right.
I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a belated happy birthday. You just
Happy
celebrated your
birthday
60th
to
last
you.
month, right? End of last month.
Yeah, thank you so much.
生日快乐，生日快
对，
乐！
范迪刚刚在上个月底啊庆祝了60岁生日，那配合他的生日，就也推出了这本第2本传记哈。等一下我们会在面部直播给大家看更多精彩的照片，
一些内页哈。那首先要请这一本书的作者德卡会说华语，OK， 来介绍这本书。
今天早班很特别，我们请来2位异族同胞。那杜尔加呢是会讲中文，而且呢他是这一次帮范迪就是写这本书的这个作者。
对，德卡，你可以说一说你们俩是怎么认识的吗？是在怎么样的情况下开始合作写这本书的呢？
当然是第一件事我要谢谢你们请我上你们的节目，我跟范迪谢谢。所以我跟范迪跟我的丈夫呢，第一次见范迪的时候是在 Waffle Town。Waffle Town 是个餐馆在 Balmoral Plaza 那边。那个时候呢，我是个ghostwriter， 是个鬼作家。对吗？
鬼作家，就是帮人家代笔，是不是？
对，做一个 ghostwriter。所以那个时候我刚刚写完一本书的时候，我跟我丈夫去运动的时候，他问我，你可以写一个专辑的话，给一个新加坡人写个专辑的话，你会写给谁？我当然讲范迪的名字。然后他问我为什么范迪呢？因为我们2个没有谈足球的话题的。
Okay, 他不知道你喜欢足球。
不知道，我知道他喜欢的，他是个利物浦 fan。
你一直也喜欢足球吗？还是跟我一样，其实是喜欢足球明星罢了？
对，
外貌协会。
女生看足球就是因为明星。
对呀，
对。
所以你就提到这个范迪，你是可以帮他写这个专辑的专书的，
对，所以他问我为什么你喜欢为什么你要写范迪的故事呢？那我跟他讲为什么不可以呢？因为范迪在新加坡他是个很伟大的人，但他从小呢他的 他的目标是他要代表国家。他知道他要代表国家的话，他要牺牲很多，所以我很尊重他的成功之路。我很尊重他的成功之路，所以我自己想，我可以写他的故事的话，他的 story 的话，我会很觉得我的荣幸。
是，
所以呢，我们联络了他的经理 Adrian，then 我们在 Waffle Town 见面，then 几个月后我们跟他讲这个书的主意。那几个月后，翻译讲 OK， 我们可以做这个书，就这样开始的。
你还记得第一次和翻译见面，他走进来的时候，你当时的感觉是什么？
我很紧张，我真的很紧张。可是我丈夫在书里面，因为我丈夫是他的最大的粉丝，他很喜欢翻译，所以他很小的时候呢，他没去跟到爸爸跟叔叔去看翻译踢球。所以翻译进来的时候，他没有讲话了。他很
说不出话来
很乖，变成一个乖小孩
可是他很喜欢说话的。
突然静了下来
，speechless，
是，
而且眼睛泛泪光。
对，
很激动，感动。
Okay, I must translate this for Fandi. We're talking about how they idolize you
when
and
Alan first saw you.
Yeah, and decided that they wanted to write a book for you. And when they first met you and how they were, standing in awe and they didn't dare to talk to you.
Alan was a very chatty guy, actually, in fact. But when he first saw you, he became speechless, quiet, and then he actually cried secretly.
So Dirka was saying that the inspiration was because basically you were their idol and you were an icon for Singapore. And they want to know your story, hear your story more, and would like to share with more people. And how about yourself? What's your motivation for the book?
Yes, definitely because I want to share the story of my life, not only the football, because the first book was more on football, so I want to tell the story to the fans who have supported my career, my family, and through this biography, I hope that they understand that I'm playing in a different role as a father, mentor, coach, and our stories are different and we all can learn something, and I hope that they learn something of mine, because mine is from the being a kid itself. I always wanted to represent the country. My dream was to play for the national team.
And we know you work really hard for that.
反正就说了嘛，现在他身兼多重身份，是父亲，也是足球员，那同时也是教练哈。他的梦想就是想代表新加坡，要代表新加坡，希望通过他这样的一个表现哈，可以激励更多的年轻人。我们在面部直播继续聊。I'm sure over all these years, Fandi, there have been quite a number of authors who like to come to you, who have come to you and asked to write about you. So why would you, when first Dirka came to you saying they would like to write a book on you, what was your thought? A lady writing about me.
I wasn't thinking about the book before until I met them, because I think they are a very nice couple who really share my dream. I think because they've been the supporter of the Singapore football for a while, especially I think was it Alan and his parents, so that's important for me, because then I think they know about football, about my life story a little bit here and there through the newspapers and all, so through the news and from the people. So I think it's good to share how I came up and how I suffer trying to become a footballer, not knowing that it's a professional football later part of my year, and giving me the opportunity to enjoy my hobby as to play football and getting paid. But in our time, we never thought of money. We only the passion to represent the country, which is so important. So I mean, because it comes from my late dad and late uncle. Both of them represented Singapore, and they are my idols and my inspiration. And they always taught me to be a good person, a good boy, and then work hard, And these 3Ds come from them and also my coaches. And then, so they taught me since young. If you want to be somebody, you have to work for it. You must have this determination, dedication, and discipline. And furthermore, I think the most important thing that they said was to sacrifice. Whether it's time, whether your work, whether everything, it's about sacrifices. Are you willing? And I sacrifices a lot of my time, my studies. I have to give up. And at Sec 2, supposed to go Sec 3, then my dad said, are you serious? You want to go to SDI, DI, that's not Vocational Institute, not ITE, but they changed the name. I wanted to go to ITE because I'm good technically, but because it gives me more time to pursue my dream. Pursue my dream to play, because there are longer hours for me and shorter hours in school, but longer hours for me for training and so on and so forth.
Wow. I think we'll read more about your sacrifices in this very new book.
Yeah.
I think we have some photos to share with our viewers on FB Live.
We have a trailer.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at
it. Just give me a moment.
德科在写这本书的过程中，应该蛮顺利的，会吗？
蛮顺利的，因为班迪是很善良的人，他没有no is 不是一个 word for him
什么都 OK， 他大力配合。
He grew up in the flavor of the newly independent Singapore and was raised in a culture steeped in hard work and progress. Enjoying his simple life, young Fandi Ahmad took to the field with passion and dreamt of playing in the Singapore national team.
This is where I belong. The stadiums, the field and the fans will always be a part of my story.
From the time he played football with older children, he knew he had fallen deeply in love with the game. He was fearless and competitive. He wanted to win. Football gave him a dream to pursue, a dream so big that it filled his whole heart. Football loved Fandi, and Fandi loved it right back.
I've had the pleasure and opportunity to create fantastic moments in my career. My 3Ds, determination, discipline and dedication, of course the sacrifice, have helped me seize my moments over 4 decades in football.
As he stood in stadiums surrounded by the cheers of adoring fans, he wondered how the little boy, who never wore shoes playing football, got there.
I've grown over the years and I didn't want a lifestyle in football. I wanted a life in football. This is my story and it is about honor and sacrifice.
We're going back on air.
我们回到空中了。
你比较好啦。
来，你好啦。
你啦。
我们的面部直播啊，这些女粉丝们都疯狂了哈，
心情很激动，你知道吗？
对，他们都非常乐意的、大胆的表达了对梵蒂的爱，都说了，我小的时候啊，就去这个体育馆看梵蒂练球啊、踢球啊，你是我的偶像啊，等等的。
You have a lot of fans on our Facebook
leaving
comments.
Lady fans
for you, especially Fandi.
Openly express their love for you.
Thank you very much.
那在这里想要问作者啦。德卡那为什么会为这本书取名为 Honor and Sacrifice 呢？就是荣耀与牺牲呢
？OK， 这个名呢，是梵蒂选的，因为他很相信我选的是梵蒂，他要写这个Honor and Sacrifice， 所以他跟我讲，因为我要人家知道我的那个。成功之路不是每次很顺利的，我有牺牲了很多，是我最大的梦想。从小到现在，他的3个孩子现在在 national team 也是 Irfan、Iksan 跟Ilhan right。他的最大的梦想就是他要代表他的国家，所以呢，他要选这个名给那个书。
是这样子。那跟范迪合作的过程什么让你最印象深刻呢？
他是很 OK 的，是吗？大力配合。
大理配合是
完全
什么都 OK 的，
可以看得出。
刚才都可以说他是一个很善良的人哈。
对，他真的是一个很善良。
为什么你那么说？
对，
因为我现在呢，我从我们开始写这个书到现在哈，他一点都没有变。有些时候你想一个明星哦，但你想他们，我们还没见他们的时候，你想你的头脑你想，他们这样还是这样？但你在in person 你见他们的时候，他们有点不一样，对不对？
对。
可是班迪不是这样，
这个偶像是很真实的，
表里如一，始终如一这样子。
Yes， 他真的是一个很 humble、很善良的人。我最可以难忘的在写这本书的时候呢，是我们去 KL 跟荷兰的时候。因为我们去的那边的时候，我可以看到人家的那个很 positive 那个 influence， 这个影响很好的影响。
很正面的。
在班迪对，但班迪的影响也是，所以呢，那个是我最难忘的时候。
Wow.
Maybe back to Fandi. Okay. Why just now the guy mentioned about the book title. She actually wanted just Fandi, but you wanted honor and sacrifice. So what do you think? What are your biggest honor and sacrifice throughout these years?
Definitely representing the country is an honor for me. And of course, having a chance to play at international level for many years, and had a chance to play in one of the biggest league in Europe, in UEFA Cup, when I was playing in Europe with FC Groningen. Is a moment that I cherish because I've tried to work myself up, since young, and I like challenges because since young I like to play with the bigger boys. Sometimes, you get thrashing, but for me it's a motivational for me to grow as a young boy, to play against bigger boys, bigger talent, and slowly I pick up. I don't mind to lose a match, but I will fight until I get better. And biggest sacrifice include with my time with my family. I had to go overseas without them, and those years in the 80s, early 80s, like I played in Holland, and not many of them really speak English as well. It's difficult for me because of the weather. I have to strive very hard must have that determined to succeed, and even playing in the winter. You must be dedicated yourself to the training. It's very tough sometimes if you are running in the snow. We train in the snow as
and
well.
And traveling in a faraway land is very alien to us then.
Yes.
In the 80s, we have no WhatsApp, we have no video call.
And sometimes I have to go to the mall just to queue to put coins to call Singapore.
It's so expensive.
Very expensive.
It
cost me about 7 guilder last time.
The drunk call, yes.
It's so much money, but then that is the sacrifice, and I have to face it and grow up with it, and definitely the first 3 months of my life there, I had to learn to speak Dutch, and every week there's a tutor who come and coach me and teach me how to write a bit, and also mostly I listen to the TV as well. It's very interesting because want to grow up, you're alone and you don't know who will support you, but then I have a lot of fans, and as well as my family is there. I always cherish, and I wanted to do something, not for me myself, but for my family and for Singapore, to carry the flag. That's the biggest honor for me.
Carry the flag.
I can imagine how when things were very tough, and you could encourage yourself by thinking, when I come back home with honor, with my success.
一切牺牲都是值得的。
对，
刚才范迪亚玛今天来到我们的早安好人帮啊，和我们分享的就是他这本书啊，荣耀与牺牲。他牺牲了什么？
是
为了什么？其实蛮艰苦的哈。
对，
就是凭借着他的书里面的一大主题，那就是3个D，那就是 determination, discipline 还有 dedication 还有牺牲。
刚刚梵蒂就讲到了，最初的时候呢，就是很喜欢，我觉得他精神当中有一样是我们一定要学习的，就是他喜欢挑战自己，喜欢跟强者就是一起练习。虽然每一次输了心里会不好受，但是呢，却让他有了成长的这个机会，把球踢得更好。
遇强则强，
是，而且刚才跟这个梵蒂在聊天的当儿的感受到他浓浓的那种谦卑之心。
真的，他像德卡讲的，就是这个偶像呢，我们想象跟真实非常的接近，
实实在在的一个人。
是。
Okay, we're taking a break, but we'll continue right after news. Thank you.
掌握路况，开车小心。963路况消息。
新闻之后回来，我马上继续的要跟我们的这个足球明星梵蒂亚玛进行这个对话，继续锁定。如果这时候你在路上开车的话呢，留意各方面的安全，小心驾驶。即时路况也可以发信息通知我们。在无论是要往市区孙嘎格斗 Avenue 的路段之后的左边车道有障碍物， CT1 往 AYE 在往张仪方向的这个 PIE 出口处第4条车道呢，也看到有车子抛锚了。另外 KP1 往 TP Airport Road 的入口处也有车子抛锚。
以上交通讯息由莆田带给你。莆田多头称原生态黑米养殖，大气6厘米，肥嫩鲜甜，爽脆爆汁，9种风味，滑嫩到酥脆。莆田张望好食材，原味福建菜。
下午的时候，许多地方都会打雷下雨，今天最高温是34度，最低温24度。
天气预报是由三菱电机为您呈现。三菱电机 StarMax 冷气系统为您节省电费，而且它容易清洗，也是最安静的冷气系统。
963好 FM 提醒你，现在的时间是
早上8点01分。
他出道46年，创作的歌曲影响着两岸3地的华人。他的音乐兼具西方摇滚的独立与东方美学的含蓄。这个父亲节，华语乐坛音乐教父罗大佑将重返本地舞台，由 Base Entertainment Asia 和滨海湾金沙呈现罗大佑安可曲 Encore Concert 2022，6月19号晚上，滨海湾金沙剧院，票价从88元起，现在就上网 marinabaysense.com 或 Sisig 购票。
那一首不知名的歌，听过了就不曾遗忘，为了找寻它走好长一段，原来它一直在心上。963好歌好 FM。
新报业媒体华文媒体集团963好 FM 整点新闻。早安，我是德明。
早上好，我是金云。
现在报告8点新闻。下个月开始，新航商业客户和货运代理商可以选择购买或认证的可持续航空燃料碳信用，用来抵消搭飞机或使用空运服务时产生的碳排量。乘搭新航班机的一般公众也能从今年第4季开始这么做，为环境尽一份力。可持续航空燃料指的就是由废油和动物脂肪等原料制成的飞机燃料，在使用周期内释放的碳排量比传统燃油少了80%，不过价钱却贵2到3倍。通过售卖碳信用的方式，可协助航空公司降低使用较环保燃料的成本。交通部长易华人昨天在大马西主办的生态繁荣周活动上发表主题演讲的时候，宣布推出可持续航空燃料碳信用试行计划。这是新加坡民航局、新航和大马西共同制定的计划。他们指出，业者和旅客可以通过这项计划减少碳足迹，长远下来也能够促进可持续航空燃料这个新兴领域的发展，推动业界改用这种燃料。航空业是碳排放量最高的领域之一，业界早前设下目标，力求最迟在2050年达成净零碳排放的目标，而改用可持续航空燃料是去碳化的其中一个关键。
本月第1轮用车证公开投标活动昨天下午结束，各组用车证成价全面上扬，其中大型及豪华车组的成价创28年来的新高，破了10万元的大关。沃尔沃汽车代理商董事总经理蔡素芳说，一组成价在4月第1轮的投标活动中报99999元，那已经是个迹象，显示成价可随时突破 10万元。这次与上一轮隔了3个星期，让车商有更多时间累积订单，加上一些车商近来生意不错，都是成价上涨的导因。蔡素芳预计 B 组和 E 组成价在下一轮投标活动会稍微滑落，但相信不会低于9万5千元。新加坡车业工会会长吕小龙也指出，之后会不会再回到10万元的水平，目前说不准。他也说，防疫措施放宽之后，经济重启，租车生意也回弹。一些驾车者看到用车证成价偏高，转去租车，而租车业者也把握时机扩大车队，需求上升，但用车证供应不足，成价飙涨不足为奇。至于 A 组成价也创2014年以来的新高。本田代理车商嘉摩托总经理黄成顺提到，上一轮滑落到7万元以后，吸引一些买家进场带动的需求，也进而推高了成价。
民调机构 YouGov 今年2月对全球18个地区，包括了新加坡、印度和印度尼西亚等地的超过19000名公众展开调查，有1040名受访者来自我国。对新加坡受访对象的调查发现，有47%的员工有意在明年要求加薪，这与全球平均水平一致。年龄比较轻的员工更有可能要求加薪，其中有超过60%年龄介于25到34岁的员工打算在未来1年向雇主提出加薪的要求。不过，年龄介于45岁及以上的员工，每10人当中只有大约3个人会提出同样的要求。调查也显示，有意要求加薪的受访者中1/3希望雇主给予的工资增幅能够介于2.1%至5%。这个加薪幅度和今年的核心通胀率以及整体通胀率相近。有10%的员工要求加薪2%，1/4希望增加5%到10%，另有14%的受访者则有意要求雇主支付他们多出10%以上的薪水，这组人以男性居多。至于不打算在来年要求更高薪金的53%的员工，有67%是因为觉得雇主不可能同意，也有23%对目前的薪水感到满意，愿意维持现状。另外有1/5的员工因为刚获得加薪，所以不会要求雇主再调高工资。
涉嫌行贿或受贿换取商业利益2名燃油公司的职员以及1名船务公司的职员被控，其中1人被指在4年内收下超过13万元的贿金。被控的3个人分别是 Integrate Fuels Asia 私人有限公司的交易员吴杰师和林伟雄，以及集装箱运输公司太平船务的助理经理王志贤。3名被告当中，吴杰师涉及的贿赂数额最高，他总共面对8项抵触防止贪污法令的罪名。根据控状，涉嫌向吴杰师行贿换取好处的有大明石油化工有限公司的燃油交易员以及七海石油香港有限公司的总经理。另一名被告林伟雄则被指为促进 Integrate Fuels Asia 和太平船务的商业关系，从2020年到2021年之间，先后给了另一名被告王志贤1200元，并且答应稍后再给400元。2人因此各面对4项防止贪污法令的罪状。行贿受贿罪名如果成立，被告可被判罚款最多10万元，或坐牢最长5年，或两者兼施。
最后来关心冠病疫苗的消息。冠病疫苗制造商莫德纳说，一项新的研究结果显示，改良之后的冠病追加剂在对抗奥密克戎冠病变体的时候，提供了比原始疫苗更强的免疫反应。路透社报道，这项试验结果提高了公司在美国秋季接种计划中使用改良版疫苗的希望。莫德纳将在接下来的几个星期以内向监管机构提交数据，并且期望在夏季的末端获得批准。随着全球对冠病疫苗的整体需求下降，各疫苗制造商已经转变方向，瞄准竞争更激烈的追加剂市场。莫德纳的研究结果显示，改良版追加剂疫苗所产生的对奥密克戎的中和抗体水平是原有追加剂的8倍。莫德纳一直在研究可同时针对奥密克戎和原始冠病毒株的追加剂，以确定改良版疫苗是否在对抗变体时有更好的效果。
更多更全面及时的新闻，请上网早报.sg。
好歌好 FM。
我们的听众 Tony 手握一张 当年的足球明星范迪的照片，好帅哦！这样子真的是没有改变太多哎。
Welcome back to the show, both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How have you seen your fans' messages?
Yes,
Mainly the
yes,
ladies lah.
One of our fans say that she last saw you when she was 14, and you still look the same.
Yeah.
Some of them said, one said actually went down to Jalan Besar, then Jalan Besar Stadium to watch you play. So now being a coach yourself, where do you usually train, coach, or even yourself play?
We used in our times in the 90s, we used to train a lot at Jalan Besar, and can you believe it? We got hundreds of fans coming into Jalan Besar to watch.
Just to watch you train.
Our session. Not only me, all my teammates, because they got their own idols and all.
Yes.
So sometimes it's jam-packed inside the front gate, and then when we finish training, we try to. Sometimes cannot go out because it's difficult. They
block your way.
That was such an exciting time. I used to collect, the MRT tickets where all your pictures were printed on it. We have to have the whole set,
We have to sign, so many of them, and then sometimes when we are so tired, we try to sneak from the back door. Sometimes, but most times we entertain them and talk to them and take photographs. They are our fans.
Talking about that, I think a lot of us are very curious about all the other stars. How are they doing? Are you still in touch?
Yes. I think last year we had a Zoom meeting throughout with all the players.
Wow.
But we couldn't get all. Some of them are overseas, like Jang Jung, but he was on the set with us. Jang Jung, the Korean,
the Korean.
And Nazri, Malik, Donghai, Manho, all we had all, and also our coach. He's in the US at the moment.
So are they still playing? Still play football like you?
I still coach and play once a week now. The last nearly 2.5 years, we didn't play any matches with the ex-national players. So recently we have started playing the last 3 weeks. Every week we try to have a friendly match, because all these teams, and even the younger teams, they always want to play against us, So we entertain them at Jalan Besar.
maybe the old guys should all come together and have a match with them.
Yes,
the old and the young guys.
To play with all the TV people and the radio people.
Okay. You have fan girls like us. Old girls like us. Old fan girls.
11 to 1.
How nice.
Yeah, amazing. We met each other again that time for so many years,
Yeah. Is there going to be a book signing event for this book?
We had one last Friday.
Last Friday,
at Popular. So yes, we had one. We had lots of the fans come down as well, so it was very exciting. So we may plan one in the works later on.
Not May, you have to plan one. For those who have missed
our listeners probably missed it.
One time
yes, we're getting a lot of requests. So yes, some things in the works.
Yeah, we're also going to the community at Admiralty, where they invited us, and with the books, and it's titled what? Teh Tarik with Fandi.
Teh Tarik with Fandi, yes.
It's on a Sunday, so meet and greet with the people there.
How nice. Yeah, do you have the date already?
Yes,
for Admiralty? 19
June.
Okay, at Admiralty.
Yes.
So it's like whoever wants, just come, or you have to register before.
Event?
It's a registered event, if I'm not wrong.
Don't tell me it's full already.
It's probably full.
Oh, okay.
No more Teh Tarik.
Facebook viewers will be disappointed again.
听众不要担心，刚刚德卡说呢，他们应该还会再安排另外一场这个签书会啦。当然，最重要的就是大家呢赶快去买这本书，然后跟更多的朋友分享我们这个梵蒂的故事。
梵蒂，
好，马上回到节目当中。We're going back on air.
今天星期四的早晨好介绍的就是这本书哈 ，Fandi Honor and Sacrifice 的本尊，也就是新加坡的足球之子 Fandi， 还有这本书的写作人德嘎。说到这 Honor， 还真是了，我们很荣幸就 Fandi 来到我们的节目，
是的
，Welcome Fandi，
非常开心。
我们在这请德嘎再介绍一下书里面收录了哪一些故事呢？这本书。
里面呢有现在Fandi 都60岁了哈，他看起来不好像60岁，还很年轻，其实他都60岁了。可是所以这个书呢是他小时候的，他到现在。then 跟他的爸爸妈妈的关系，跟他太太、孩子们的关系，跟他的 teammates 的关系也是，所以呢很多 layers 在里面。可是最有趣的就是他小时候的，因为小时候他很顽皮，
是哦，
他很顽皮，所以他喜欢爬树啊、堆东西啊，他喜欢做那个fun fair then 他会叫那个kampung的那个小朋友来，then 他们会算他们钱。你要去玩的话，你要给我们钱。
She's saying that you were a naughty boy.
No, I know what she's talking about. The fun fair. We went for the kampung boy and the quarters that we live. It was fun.
And you collected money from the other children.
So that you could buy a soccer ball, right?
We buy ball and then we share to buy food.
You had this potential to be an entrepreneur since young.
That's right.
有生意头脑。
然后呢？
so 他讲他们会拿那个钱呢去买食物还是买个球。所以小时候的Fandi呢，他很喜欢足球，连足球很喜欢Fandi，所以我真的以为呢，我真的想。小时候的Fandi没有玩足球的话，现在我们真的是没有Fandi Ahmad了。最重要的呢，这个书里面有他的 3Ds， 也是他的 determination、dedication、discipline， 还有他的 sacrifices。所以Fandi 要读者知道，他的那个成功之路不是每次很顺路的，他有跌倒过，可是他有站起来，连他站起来。又用功又牺牲给他的目标，所以这本书呢是可以可以帮读者知道这个他的
精神
分享
，yes，对。
希望他的故事呢能够给大家很多的启发，因为我们的人生当中一定会碰到很多的起起落落。
对，
像我们看到的是最光鲜亮丽的他，很成功的他，举着奖杯的他，可是他也跌倒过，他怎么样从这个失败当中重新站起来，他的毅力来自于哪里，这些都是我们可以学习的。
特别是当年刚才也提到了80年代在国外嘛受训在寒冷中自己一个人在电话亭放那个银角打电话给家人，那种顺序
才行哦。
他的生意也是，他有做过生意，没有成功也是。那个故事也在里面。跟他的爸爸妈妈的关系，他们离婚的时候他的感觉，跟太太跟他们怎样跟太太他们怎样那个5个孩子，他们每次在 media spotlight 嘛，他们怎样
在聚光灯之下是怎么样去处理跟面对，
大家都在关注他们，他怎么帮孩子好好的成长。
对，
其实我蛮好奇的，看你在书写这本传记的时候，有没有一些很感动到写不下去或者是流泪的时候呢？
当然有啊，当然
有啊。
OK， 他跟他太太的那个
感情故事，
很
动人。
对，因为他们有受过很多的委屈，like been up and down， 对吗？所以那个故事真的很感动，他们怎样见面也很感动。
怎么样见面也很感动
呀，他们见面的是我告诉你们一点点啊，他们见面的是在一个婚礼V Kim 的婚礼。反正会知道我在讲什么了。
Talking about your life story，
婚礼上
Talking about you and Wendy。
我讲 V Kim 他就知道了。
Fandi,
photographer.
Fandi, can you tell a bit more to our listeners? Something that you didn't tell the guy, not in the book, but something more. Do you have something to? Some secret?
Everything.
I think everything because he wants us to learn from his story.
Everything is there.
So you turned 60 this year. What what would you say be your focus of your life from now on?
Yeah, definitely I'm focusing on my family, and because two of the elder boys are playing overseas, it's not easy. Like the last 2 years, we rarely get together, and as well, Hari Raya, they are not here, and even this year, they wasn't here to celebrate. They wasn't here, but they came back later. So we miss them. Usually we have a very nice photograph family. Every year we have. So when we wear this Malay wardrobe, the baju kurung and all. You used to line up. The tallest will be at the back. And then I was the tallest, but now I'm one of the shortest because they've grown so big.
Yeah. Your eldest son is very tall.
Yeah.
They're very tall. The first, second, and the third boy is very tall, except for me now and my daughter, my wife, and
the youngest.
The youngest, in fact, is getting taller than me. Then
you will catch up.
Who shrunk the cut that?
Yeah. I mean, the focus is on family, and of course, I want to give back to the community who has, especially the fans, supported me all the way through my career and my family. And I've had a lot of opportunity. I thank that, and I believe in paying back and giving back to the community. And also, I always go to school to motivate the kids. And I'm very happy that ITE, as an ambassador for many years, has engage me again for the next few years to motivate the students and help them in sports as well as their mental, giving motivational talk. So, and I always like to, recently also about a few weeks back, we went to, I think, Kranji, right? Primary school. And I was talking because of their career path. They wanted me to talk about the principal. And then I realized that they're only 11 and 12 years old. So I told them a story about how to, about the sacrifices, the determination and all, and they need to do. And I didn't realize that they were so happy and so excited. And I say, hey, how come you're so happy? Because you don't know me, you never saw me play. No, my parents tell me about
I'm going home to boast to my daddy. I saw your idol. I met up with your idol.
And after the program, I was supposed to leave, about we were late about more than half an hour because the kids didn't want to stop talking and taking pictures. And there are other speakers waiting for us. So the speakers. So I mean, I'm so glad and honored, to be part of this and giving opportunity to the kids, to ask questions, which if I can answer, I will help them.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Good path,
I really hope that Fandi can keep doing what you are doing now, because besides being the football idol of many lady fans, in fact, to the guys, boys then, but men today, but to the boys then and men today, you have touched their hearts when they were so young. Because of your inspiration, you have inspired them, you have motivated them.
Thank you so much.
Keep doing that to their children, to their grandchildren.
Thank you, Karen.
谢谢范弟。大家刚刚听到了范弟呢，就跟我们分享了他如何在他的目标吧。接下来他的焦点呢，当然是在家庭，但是另外一个层面呢，就是希望能够继续的回馈我们的社会。他也分享了他到学校去啊，看到孩子们的这种激动跟热情，他会继续的用自己的故事呢来影响或者是引导他们。
除了他的成功之外，更多是他的这股精神，因为他当年的这个精神、毅力啊、坚决心也好，什么触动了很多人的心。对，那么这样子传承下去，
赶快去买书。你可以到 fundybook.com 这个网站上呢去了解更多的信息。
早安很棒，再次感谢作者德可还有范弟，我们今天的主角。
Thank you so much, Fandi. So nice meeting you. 谢谢
Thank you.
Thank you all the fans. Thank you.
谢谢你们。
早安，好人。
Right, everybody is very awake this morning because we met Fandi Ahmad.
Yeah, first time for me too. Yeah, that's
We're
all.
done for the interview.
I just want to ask you something, or can I suggest you something?
Sure.
Because you see, Teck Meng is a name where my friend also has a name, something like Teck Meng, but I think maybe I should call you TM.
TM, I'll call you TM.
The Master.
The Master TM.
TM.
Wow. Okay, he has a new name now.
You put an A in front, ATM, I give you money. You just press the right button, I give you money.
We like that.
I always...
If you put ATM, you'll come and tickle him, the money will come out.
Yeah, that is always my dream.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Deka. Thank you, Fanny.
拜拜。
谢谢德卡。
谢谢。
拜拜。
哇，好，也要跟所有的朋友说谢谢啦。然后大家记得赶快 share 出去，让所有喜欢梵蒂亚玛的人知道，他上早安好人帮嘞。
是，其实他书的这个中部收录了很多他的那个家庭照啊，还有当年的那些小的时候这样子
的收藏
啊，像这本他买给父亲的第一辆车，他很自豪。对，这些我觉得这些都很有意思。这个应该是他父母亲年轻的照片，
有点蒙，看不到。
对，
焦点不对。
所以去买，然后你就可以翻阅，然后看到他的家庭照，他的儿子，他长子真的很高。
这本书真的值得收藏。我觉得他的生命故事确实可以给你，可能在你生活当中，你的家人、你的朋友，可能可以给他们一些启发的。
你可以照亮很多人。
他们的结婚照。梵蒂和Wendy，
而且真的很难得嘞！你看30年后才出第2本传记嘞。
好，谢谢大家啦，拜拜。
很珍贵哦，拜拜，记得去买哦。